Hi students, today we are going to start standard 12th ka lesson and the name of the lesson is reproduction in lower and the higher animals. Okay, so in the low, before starting our chapter, let's see what we have studied in the lower class. तो हम लोग ने 10th में देखा था कि we have studied the life processes. So how many types of life processes are there? One is nutrition, excretion and osmoregulation, circulation, respiration, and one of the life process which you have studied in the standard 10 is reproduction. Okay, so reproduction is a life process but it requires to sustain a life. Let's see the definition of reproduction. Okay, so what is reproduction? Reproduction is a biological process. Okay, so reproduction is a biological process of formation of new life form. It is a biological process of formation of new life form from pre-existing similar life. From pre-existing similar life. Okay, so we have this part we have already studied in the lower classes कि reproduction क्या होता है उसका definition. Now the next part which we have already studied is the types of reproduction. तो कितने टाइप्स का रिप्रोडक्शन होता है? देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन, एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन एंड द सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. ये पार्ट भी हम लोग रिवाइज कर रहे हैं. तो लेट्स सी फ्यू डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन एंड द सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. तो फर्स्ट डिफरेंस आई हैव रिटन दैट asexual, a means absent. Okay, so in asexual reproduction no fusion of male and female gametes. Okay, so in asexual reproduction there is no fusion of male and female gametes, while the sexual reproduction there is a fusion of male and female gametes. So this is the first difference. Next difference, as we know that from one cell so many cells are formed, therefore this means that this cell division has been taken place. The cell division takes place in the asexual reproduction is mitosis. Okay, and the type of cell division which takes place in the sexual reproduction is mitosis and meiosis. Okay, third one is asexual reproduction takes place in the lower animals while the sexual reproduction takes place in the higher animals. Now next is that progeny or daughter cells. Progeny or the daughter cells form are exactly similar to their single parent. Okay, so here progeny or the daughter cells are exactly similar to the single parent in asexual reproduction, while the progeny or the daughter cells are not exactly similar to their parents. Here parents are involved. Here single parent is involved. So we can see the variations or the differences in sexual reproduction. We cannot see any type of variation or the differences in asexual reproduction. So these are the few basic differences we have studied in the lower class. Okay, so now we are moving ahead with the lesson, and this is the first part of the lesson. Next part again we are moving towards the types of reproduction. तो बेसिक तो हम लोग ने देख लिया कि asexual reproduction और sexual reproduction में डिफरेंस क्या होता है, लेकिन again we are going to see कि what are the more different types or the parts of the this reproduction. Now the asexual reproduction is again of two types, that is gemule formation and the budding. Okay, that is gemule formation and the budding. So what is gemule and what is the budding? एकदम सिंपल है कि कोई आउटग्रोथ या बड अगर बॉडी के अंदर फॉर्म होता है देन इट इज कॉल्ड एज जेम्यूल. इफ एनी आउटग्रोथ और द बड फॉर्म्स ऑन द बॉडी ऑफ द ऑर्गेनिज्म देन इट इज कॉल्ड एज बडिंग. सो जेम्यूल फॉर्मेशन इज व्हाट? जेम्यूल इज फॉर्म. सो इट इज अ type of bud which form inside the body of the organism, while in the budding the outgrowth or naturally the word outgrowth means that this growth takes place outside the body of the organism. Okay, so let's see the difference and understood the two different types of of asexual reproduction. फर्स्ट आता है जेम्यूल फॉर्मेशन. सो जेम्यूल फॉर्मेशन में जस्ट नाउ मैंने कहा कि कुछ बर्ड है या कुछ ग्रोथ है वो बॉडी के अंदर होती है. सो योर इंटरनल बर्ड इज फॉर्म एंड एग्जांपल इज स्पॉन्जेस. So in sponges, the internal bud is formed, which is also called as a gemmular formation. While if you go to the hydra, outgrowth form on the body of the organism. One growth or the outgrowth form on the body of the organism. Okay. So gemmule का example क्या है? Sponges. While the budding का example है hydra. Next आता है कि gemmule formation कभी होता है? During unfavorable condition. और बडिंग कभी होता है? इट फॉर्म्स ड्यूरिंग फेवरेबल कंडीशन. अभी अनफेवरेबल कंडीशन मतलब क्या? ऐसे कंडीशन जो कंडीशन में वाटर अवेलेबल नहीं है या टेम्परेचर हाई है, सुटेबल टेम्परेचर नहीं है ग्रोथ का, वो टाइम पे स्पॉन्जेस क्या करते हैं? दे आर डिवाइड बाय जेम्यूल फॉर्मेशन. एंड जब भी फेवरेबल कंडीशन है, सब कंडीशन अच्छा है, वाटर कंटेंट अच्छा है, टेम्परेचर अच्छा है, दैट टाइम रिप्रोडक्शन टेक्स प्लेस बाय बॉडी. ओके. Now, next thing is that abhi gemule. What is gemule? So gemule is a mass or aggregation of dormant cells. Dormant cells मतलब क्या? जो सेल एक्टिव नहीं है. तो inactive cells are called as dormant cells. But वो permanently inactive नहीं होती है. एक particular condition के बाद वो फिर से active हो जाती है. Therefore, that cells are called as dormant cells. So mass or aggregation of dormant cells, which is also called as archaeocytes. The word cytes means cells. Okay, the cells or the aggregation of cells are called as archaeocytes. Now these archaeocytes, एक cell है, that cell is called archaeocyte. These cells are called as archaeocytes. They are forming a tough cover or resistant cover around that body, and that cover is secreted by amoebocytes. Okay, so here I have written these archaeocytes are coated by thick resistant layer of secretion which is secreted by amoebocytes. Okay, यहाँ बर्ड तो है फेवरेबल कंडीशन में, तो उसको कवर की जरूरत नहीं है. So here it generally grows as a bud, outgrowth, and these buds then form a tentacles. Tentacles we can see, suppose this is the hydra, okay, and these are the tentacles of the hydra. Now these hydra form a bud. Okay, so this is the outgrowth which forms outside the body of the organism. तो ऐसे एक outgrowth आ गई. बाद में this outgrowth will generally grows, then it will develop a tentacles. अब इसने tentacles develop कर दिया. जो बड़ा organism है, same structure we can see over here. Then these smaller or the daughter cell will detach. It will separate it from the parent body and it will grow as a new individual. So this is called a nascent hydra. Okay, so this is the hydra divided by budding. Okay, so here bud grows tentacles which form and develops into a new individual, and this whole process is called as budding. Understood? So this is the first part of the video. In the next part we are going to see the sexual reproduction. So by that time, if you like my video, please like it, share it, subscribe it. Thank you.